What's up, guys? Mischief Magus here. This is the one, the only. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This is a video for when you want to speak with Jupiter. Now, this is very long, so bear with me. I might struggle reading some of it because it's like 11:30 here and I should be going to bed. Oh well. It says, if you wish to speak with Jupiter, put him in a good condition, as we have said before concerning Saturn. Dress yourself in yellow and white garments, and go to a place that you have set aside for these workings, humbly and gently, in the manner of hermits and Christians, with a belt tied around your waist, and a crystal ring bearing a cross on your finger, and wear a white cap. Take one thurible made of the metal of Jupiter, which is tin, in which you put burning fire. A suffumigation of the following sort is put into it. Take classis, it says here in brackets, sandarak, I have no idea what those are, storax, stalks of columbine, peony, calamus root, pine resin, and hellebore seeds in equal parts. I don't think you're going to find these in your average apothecary, so to be honest, a lot of this stuff is just kind of optional. You can do all that stuff and it's probably right. I don't know, it's so specific, and then some other places it'll say do this, and then another source will say, oh no, do that. So honestly, you just have to study the planets and figure out what matches with the planets and what doesn't. It goes on to say, grind them to powder and mix them with old pure wine. Then it says, that is, wine that is aged for several years, and make pills of the mixture, not unlike how we did with Saturn before. When you wish to do a working, do as we have said and cast one of the pills into the fire into the thurible. And thuribles are like $300. If you find one that's not, let me know, because I want one. Then you turn toward the part of heaven where Jupiter is, saying the following. I should probably go over the long one, but this one's pretty short. When you want to do this, you do that. You turn toward where Jupiter is with all this other preparations and stuff at a Jupiter hour, at a Jupiter day, hopefully, when you have performed a proper election, and you say, may God bless you, Jupiter, blessed Lord, who is the greater fortune, warm and moist, equitable in all your works, affable, beautiful, wise and truthful, Lord of truth and equality, far from all evil, merciful, lover of those who uphold religions and serve them, who think little of the things and vices of this world, delighting in religions and religious services, exalted of mind, doer of good, and free in your nature, high and honored in your heaven, lawful in your promises, and true in the friendships you have. I conjure you first, in the name of God Most High, who has given you power and spirit, and by your good will and lovely effects, by your noble and precious nature, that you will hear you say what you want. For you are the source of all good things, and goodness, and the maker of all good things. Therefore you hear all petitions that are of goodly form. That's the first one. That's the short one. There are other sages, it goes on to say, who pray to Jupiter with a different prayers, suffumigations, and their suffumigation is made as follows. Take common fleabane, frankincense, nettle tree in equal parts, 3 parts of myrrh and 2 parts of clean raisins. Grind everything that needs to be ground, mix it together with wine that has been aged for many years, and make into pills that can be saved for use. When the workings is done, one of the pills is to be put in the thurible, as we have already said concerning Saturn. Dress yourself in the manner of a friar or a monk, and upon your neck place one of the books of Scripture. Go humbly and meekly to the place where the workings is to be done. Turn your face towards the heavens, toward the part where Jupiter is, and say the following. Oh, this one's not so bad. Oh, I get these names wrong. It starts when it goes like this. Bear with me. O angel Rufijail, I know I got that wrong, whom God has set beside Jupiter. You, Jupiter, are the greater fortune, perfect, and the maker of good, and the perfection of all things. You are perceptive, wise, and of great intellect, far from all evil works, and all malice and turpitude. I invoke and call you by all your names, which are... Don't laugh. Go on to say the angelic names of Jupiter. In Arabic, Mustari. In Latin, Jupiter. In Persian, Burgess. In Roman, Dermes. and then it says in brackets in Persian, Hermuz, but it already has Burgess. In Greek, Zeus, and in Indian, oh, I hate this one, Wiasvati. I don't know how to say that, but that's how it looks, so that's how it's being said. I'm not going to do any tricks or anything about how to say names because I don't know any better. Then it goes on to say, I conjure you by the spirits and powers that God has placed in you, by the obedience with which you obey him, and by your virtues, and by marvelous effects that you create, and by your good, radiant, and pure nature, that you, here you name your petition, prostrate yourself to the ground, and pray, and repeat the aforesaid often and many times. Afterward, remember what I said about sacrifices? Don't do this. It says, afterwards, take a white lamb and decapitate it and burn it completely and eat its liver. Then it will be as you have asked. Do not kill lambs. Take, this is my favorite. Take juniper berries, crush them up, and burn them. It's probably not correct, but it makes more sense than killing an animal. And, oh boy, this is the one I hated to do. But I may as well say it now. There are others, however, who pray to Jupiter without a suffumigating, so that they may be safe from tempests on the sea. Thus said Rhazes in his book of Metaphysics, to escape in times of peril on the sea, turn to face Jupiter when he is at the midheaven and say the following. This one's, I mean, if you're shipwrecked or something, but it says, God bless you, noble planet, exalted star, precious and honored. In you God placed powers and spirits that accomplish good and give form to the bodies of the universe as they appear in the divine law, and give life, and help those who sail at sea and preserve their lives. I ask you, by the strength that God put in you, that you grant your light and spirit to me, whereby I may save myself and cleanse and purify my nature, so that my perceptions and spirit may be illuminated, so that I may be able to know and understand things. What kind of things? Things. If your work be properly performed, you will see the similitude of a candle burning before you. And if you do not see this, you will know that your working was not done correctly. Repeat it until you see the candle burning as you had mentioned, and it will be as you desire. Oh, great. Oh, hell no. I'm not reading this. Guys, this is... Oh, Jesus Christ. This one's really long. I'll tell you what. Oh my god, it just doesn't stop. Okay, I'm not going to speak this one. It's going to take me 30 minutes to do. If you guys want, I will make another video. This one's probably the one that I would use, and I have said before during my own rituals, I'm not going to do it in front of camera because it is so long. However, I do encourage, if you want, and you watch the whole thing, please ask me and I will do it. Alright? I gotta go to bed.